What's up, y'all? Hope y'all having a good Christmas. Had some fun, good time off from work or school or whatever, and spending time with your family and all that good stuff. And yeah, so it's Tuesday, and we're going to. Well, first, I think we'll talk a little bit about like what my workout split or whatever you want to call it. First of all, I'm always going to be a very instinctual, just with just about anything. That's just how I am. Um, Maybe I'll go into more on the philosophy of that at some point, but for the most part, what I'm looking at is like I think really just starting out 3 days with like an optional fourth. Instead of having a dedicated shoulder day, I think I'm gonna have that as like as an optional, and then I'll throw in some shoulders with chest, and that just seems right for me for the at least the first 2 3 months, whatever. As I think 3 hard days, like a full leg day, full deadlift back day, and then a full chest day with some shoulders in there, and then an optional. Well, then there's going to be, and then I want to do like a dedicated intense cardio once a week, and then some low steady state stuff for the rest of the week. But like on that intense cardio day, maybe throwing in some shoulders, or even then like on Friday, Saturday, my rest days, maybe I'll go in and do some arms, right? Because you can hit your arms more often. But I think that's good starting out, and then we'll just expand upon that. But eventually, I think a good 4 day split for me is where I'm wanting just a heavy squat day, heavy deadlift day, heavy bench day, and a heavy overhead press day, and then just kind of with some auxiliary stretchy shit with each of them. So like squat and leg press, and then like bench press, incline press, and then maybe for right now throwing in like working up to a top set of 6 of overhead press as well, right? And then maybe some lateral raises, and then chill out, rest per day, do some active cardio, whatever. Come back and do the deadlift back day, and then Thursday or whatever, come back, and then have the option. Am I feeling it? Do my shoulders? Do I feel like do my shoulders need that rest, or can I just go? And then that way I'll do it. I'll do some more shoulder stuff on Thursday, but I'm gonna leave that optional for now. And I think that's a very good starting out beginner split workout. That's what feels right for me, so that's what I'm gonna do. And then when the time is right, I'll expand upon that. And then so today, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna combine some legs and shoulders. I'm gonna do with the 100-pound dumbbell. We're gonna do a couple sets with the 60 to warm up, and then I'll put it to the full 100, and I'm just gonna do sets of front squats, and then sets of overhead press. And I'm just gonna go for as much volume as I can for 10 to 12 sets each one, and that's gonna be the workout. Real basic, but again, I think we overcomplicate stuff, and also I think I'm always gonna want to throw in some of these unconventional like home gym stuff, because not everyone can afford to go to the gym. Not everyone can go to the gym, and some days you just don't feel like fucking going to the gym. And so yeah, today I just don't. This is what I want to do today, so it's what I'm gonna do. And I know for me personally, fighting that has always led to nonsense. And I think more than anything with all this, I really want to document the psychological part of it, because that's what's fucked me, right? I mean, it wasn't injury or anything, the only excuse I have I just was lazy. There is no excuse, right? But there's people out there with legit excuses, and then there's people out there without legit excuses, and they try and bullshit themselves into thinking they have legit excuses. Because I know I've damn sure done that plenty. And so yeah, we're going to get a good workout in. For various reasons I don't need to talk about. I just don't feel like going to the actual gym today, and that's why I have this this stuff, and then tomorrow we're doing the heavy deadlift back, obviously, and then the most important thing is just lifting heavy shit, right? Just doing something, and it's kind of like with the cardio, and that was such a massive aha moment for me when I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna do 5 minutes a day, fuck it. Get breaking through that. Like, what's the point of doing 5 minutes? You need at least do 15 minutes. Come on. Well, no, because by doing just the 5 minutes, I did that fucking 5 minutes, right? But 15 minutes, it's almost impossible to bullshit yourself out of 5 minutes of anything. And that was just such a massive aha moment that that's why I'm here, right? And not doing the same thing I was doing the last 20 years. Because that one little fucking thing, it got me moving, right? Newton's law, what's in motion stays in motion, what's stationary stays stationary. And so yeah, I think this is going to be a damn good workout. And then the overhead press, I mean, I don't know, 100 pounds, that's 10, 12 sets, that's going to be more than enough. And I think that was a big thing. Like, y'all saw what I've done the last 5-6 weeks, right? And the bands, the 100-pound barbell, it may not have, I don't know, I mean, for me, it may not seem like I was doing much, but shit, I mean, y'all saw what I did. Going in, it's right off the bat, working up to a top working set of 6 on the bench, and I liked my ratios. The incline was about 70% and narrow about 50%, and that's what I remember, 170, 50-ish, and of course deadlifting, working up to a top working set of 6 of 315. I'll take that the first day in the gym, and curling, just all with just bands and a little cheap $50 barbell, and so I guarantee if I hadn't done nothing and just walked right in the gym, it would have been a little different. So yeah, I just get right into it. I'm gonna finish this. I'll get warmed up. I think we're just gonna stick with bodyweight squats. I think 10 to 12 sets of those is fine. I think adding extra weight is just really unnecessary. At the end of the day, what's 50 more pounds? Proper, getting as low as I can is more important. So I think instead of superset, I'm just gonna do my squats. Take a short breather, overhead press, take a short breather, squats, overhead press, squats. I don't know why, it just seems like it just feels right. That's what I'm gonna do. It's a little unconventional, but probably gonna do a lot of unconventional things just because it's just how my brain works. Besides, I'm doing heavy deadlifts tomorrow, so I don't want to completely obliterate my legs. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's a nice burn. See, that's the perfect case of don't let your ego get in the way. Going to the gym, throwing some deadlifts, that's all that's around. You're like, you need weight. You can't do bodyweight squats anymore. Bullshit. So, let's just say I do 10 reps or 10 sets. That's 100 fucking squats That's 100 squats. It's all about perspective. When you're fat, you get that option, right? So that's, if I was 300 pounds, that's 100 225s. Like imagine 2 plates, doing 10 sets of 10 at 300 pounds. That's more than enough. If I put extra weight, and I got this pulling, and I'm focusing on that. What's most important for me is remembering how to fucking breathe and get low. And if I'm trying to mess with that, or even back squat, really, get low, you need that full range of motion. Stretch, stretching right here and right here, doing all that. Most important thing, remembering how to breathe, especially with deadlifts. I didn't realize how weak my core is. And I was trying to just flex and breathe, and the abs are just like, they're just dying. So I'm working on that. You see when I'm watching TV, I go, so well, I cringe, I flex, and try and breathe. It's hard. Anyways, yeah. Next set over 10. All right, let's throw the other 30 pounds on there. So this was 70. We're about to make it 100. Ideally, I can do that for like 6 to 10 reps, at least 6. And if I'm not, I actually haven't tried overhead pressing that yet. All right, so these squats again, I'm really focusing on getting that angle as low as possible. To me, that's a lot more important than weight right now. So I really want to stretch. I want those tendons, ligaments, those stabilizers to strengthen. So that way, when I do have a load, they don't get down and go like that. I want them to toughen up. See, I can't go lower than that. But to me, that is much better than even 100, 150 pounds only going right there. 500 pounds, just starting out. Right or wrong, that's how I feel about it anyway. Oh yeah. All right, so this is 100 pounds. Oh yeah. Oh, those are so amazing for building your core and all your stabilizers. You're up here, you're using like every stabilizer you have. Perfect weight. Had to struggle to get the 11th. the 5th set of each. So I'll do the next 4 on my own, and I'll come back for the 10th. And you know, I don't care who you are. There's days when you just don't want to go to the gym. There's just days you don't want to go to work. There's just days you don't want to do something that you have to do. You know, sometimes you just have to, like, if you have to work, you know, you just go to work. I'm just working from home today, right? So, that's why I bought all this stuff. So I have that option if I want it or need it, you know? And on top of that, proving to myself and showing throughout this, you can do a lot with just a little barbell and some dumbbells and bands. For $100, you can have everything you need. It may not be optimal, may not be perfect, but especially when you got a bunch of body weight to work with. Anyways, all right. All right, I'll do the next 4, and I'll come back for the 10th set. All right, so we've done 8 sets of overhead press, and we left it at 7 for bodyweight squats. Because again, tomorrow we're doing deadlifts. Man, 70, actually about 75, so I did a couple extra and a couple of them. 75 reps, bodyweight squats, that's plenty for today. And then we'll do some leg extension or hamstring curls at the end of tomorrow if we're feeling it. But for the last 2 of the overhead press, we're going to superset it with some lat raises. And delts are on fire, so now we want to really hit that burn in the yeah, right? This whole set, really feeling it right there. So, 100-pound overhead presses, perfect. And then, so this is, I think, one of the first best suggestions I have for anybody watching, following along, whether it's now or in the future. Maybe you saw me after I've lost a couple 100 pounds. You're like, yeah, I want to see what happened. If you can afford it, spend the 50 to 100 bucks, get you some home gym stuff. So that those days where you just, for whatever reason, it could be 1,000 different reasons, you don't go to the gym, you don't miss a workout. We're all going to not miss, okay, if we're more mere mortals that are working and whose content creation is not full-time and all that, you're going to miss days at the gym. But if you have something like this, costs less than 100 bucks, you don't have to miss workouts. You can just do this. Hell, you can do nothing but 10 to 20 sets of overhead press one day, 10 to 20 sets of squats the next day. 10 to 20 sets of barbell rows the next day. And curls. And then you could do 20 sets of bench on the ground or push-ups or whatever the next day. So, we all miss days at the gym, but we don't have to miss days at the workout. At least that's how I'm looking at it for myself. So, anyone want, even if it's just a $15 set of bands, get something. And then that way, life can get in the way of the gym, but it can't get in the way of you making your life different, better, or whatever. There you go. Life can get in the way of the gym, but life can't get in the way of your progress. Huh? Alright. Final set, here we go. Whew. My delts are on fire, bro. Oh, all right in here. Whew. All right. And you know what? If I didn't have these, and if I didn't have y'all, I wouldn't have worked out today. So everyone you watching, thank you. You took part in this workout too. Everyone watching, if you can, get something for at home. So you can miss days at the gym, but you don't miss days of your progress. Or you don't miss days working out. Whatever. Whew. But yeah, I think that's about covers it.